Hey everyone. On this episode of Cook's Nook, we're interviewing Michael Prigoff, and he is an estate attorney with Lebson and Prigoff. And you can learn all about his business and also a great story about how he met his wife. Check it out. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Cook's Nook. And today we have Michael Prigoff with us. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Laura. It's great to be with you.
Great to have you. And if you don't know Michael, he is an amazing attorney. He has been a part of Lebson and Prigoff since 1983. It's actually a family-run business that's been established since 1924. They are having their 100-year anniversary next year, which is incredible. Mike specializes in trust and estate law and commercial litigation. His approach is client-focused and oriented to considering his clients' whole legal picture. So, Michael, I'm so excited to talk to you today. There's a lot to jump into. So let's launch into our questions. So first of all, where are you from originally?
I grew up in New Jersey. I currently live in New York and Connecticut, and I have offices in Manhattan and in Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey,
So you're licensed in both New York and New Jersey?
and Massachusetts. Yes, yes,
And Massachusetts. That's good to know. So you can help people from any of those states, right?
that's correct.
Perfect. So you joined this business in 1983, you said. What made you decide to do this?
Well, I grew up in a family of lawyers. My father's a lawyer, was a lawyer. My grandfather on my mother's side was a lawyer. My grandmother on my father's side was the second woman graduate of Syracuse Law School and practiced law, as did my grandfather went to law school as well on that side. So I was always kind of programmed to be a lawyer. And I worked with a large firm in Newark for 6 years and then decided to join my family's firm because I wanted to have a closer relationship with my clients and be closer to my young family. I came to the family business with existing clients that I represented at the larger firm, primarily in the litigation area, and I started working with local organizations. The Rotary, I joined the Rotary Club, which was very active in town, and I ran for council in the town I was living in at the time, and I started to meet people and developed a trust and estate business through that.
Beautiful. So it basically, as you said, it's in your DNA practically. So what really drives you? You've been doing this for a while now at this point. What drives you? What motivates you every day to keep going?
What motivates me to keep going is the satisfaction I get by helping my clients. One of the things we focus on in my practice is looking at a client's entire legal picture. Um, Sometimes we don't have the expertise to handle a particular matter, for example, a complicated criminal matter or a very involved tax matter. But we work with other professionals. We bring them in, but we can see the whole picture, and we know whether something will affect other aspects of our client's life. And that's especially true when we're considering our client's trust and estate needs.
What surprised you the most about working in this industry?
Well, it's gotten more complicated. What's surprising about working in this industry is it's gotten more complicated. When I started practicing, there were a lot fewer lawyers per person. The technological requirements were much different. Lawyers would, go home at 5 o'clock and not worry about anything until the next day. There was no text messages. There was no faxes. There was no voicemail. That's all changed things. But that, in a way, it has a positive effect. My clients can reach me at any time. I'm available to them on nights, weekends, what have you, when the need arises. And I enjoy helping people and being available to them.
Amazing. So what is something a lot of people who work with you may not know about your business?
What people may not know about the business is how much time is required to really carefully represent them.
Mm.
We want to make sure that we get everything right, especially in drafting trust and estate documents, because they can have an impact decades later.
Yeah,
And we don't want to make any mistakes. So it takes a lot of time to do it right.
I would imagine that's true. It's a lot of detail. So, can you share with me a memorable client experience that you've had in the past where you were able to protect their assets?
Well, I had an interesting case a couple of years ago. I represented an estate, a lawyer who was an executor and had represented his brother-in-law, who was a former race car driver, and he died in New Jersey. And we had a very complicated situation. He had 3 real estate properties in 3 different states. He had a business, and he had an office, and another law firm had handled the estate originally and had done it improperly. And we were brought in, had to correct the pleadings, and we had to handle not only the sale of the 3 properties, but we had to handle litigation involving the landlord, where he had the business office. There were people trying to appropriate the decedent's business name, and we had to stop that. So there was a lot of different aspects to handling the estate, and we were finally able to wrap it up. The beneficiaries were the decedent's nephew and niece, and it was very gratifying to handle all those different aspects and get them what they were entitled to.
That's amazing. It sounds like that was complicated.
It was particularly complicated.
Well, you're the man to come to for the complicated problems, I'm sure. So what do you like to do outside of working, which I know you do a lot of working?
I like to ski, although it's been challenging this year with the weather.
Mhm.
I like to sail. I like to swim, and those are my primary activities outside of work.
Amazing.
Oh, and
Well,
I like to sing too. They're the three S's: skiing, sailing, and singing.
and you are a very good singer. You're a very good singer. I've heard it myself. Because you still sing with your group, right?
Yes, the University Glee Club of New York City.
You check them out. They're very good. So tell me a little bit about your experience with the Upper West Side. Obviously, this is for our Park Bench interview series as well. And you told me that you have a special experience that happened to you in the Upper West Side. What was that?
I met my wife at uh, a date. Our first date was at a restaurant on Broadway, Picnic. It's no longer there on the Upper West Side, and we spent a lot of time on the Upper West Side. We have a place that's a little further north of there in Manhattan, and I represent a lot of clients who have properties and on the Upper West Side.
Hmm. So when was the date a blind date or did you know her beforehand?
No, it was the first time we met through a website.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, J date.
I love that. And you met it in the Upper West Side, and now the rest is history.
We met for well, I thought it was a lunch date. I thought it was going to be an hour. We ended up spending 3 hours talking. It was very special.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Um, so what does the future hold for your business, would you say?
Well, we're very busy these days, and uh, we get business primarily by word of mouth from clients who hopefully are satisfied with the work that we do. So as long as I'm able to, I'm going to intend to keep helping people.
That's awesome. So if somebody wants just even some advice around their estate planning and they need to maybe update their will, or maybe they don't even have a will, how do they get in touch with you?
They can reach us by phone at 201-568-4000 or by email at mlp@njlaw.com. Our website is njlaw.com, as in NewJerseyLaw.com.
Great. And I just put that right below so everyone can reach out to you. Is there anything else you want to close this out with? Any helpful tips or tricks in terms of estate planning?
No, just that every adult should have a will or a living trust and a durable power of attorney and an advance directive for healthcare. 3 key documents to protect them and their families and their beneficiaries. And it's very easy to do. And gives people great peace of mind to know they've taken care of that.
Reach out to Michael if you have any questions, and we look forward to seeing you all on our next episode of Cook's Nook. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for watching this episode of Cook's Nook. Be sure to connect with Michael if you have any questions about his business, and as always, reach out to us if you need any help with buying, selling, or investing in New York City. We'll see you next time.